I was in 5th grade. We had a guest teacher. He had a very magical box where he would flick on lights and showed us that they were actually lasers and played with lasers around the classroom for a while. He got to tell us stories of how his laser work ended up on NASA shuttles. That's when I decided that I wanted to do something very similar. Work for NASA, play with lights and lasers. Growing up, I wasn't in a position of need, but around 5th, 6th grade, my mother's business that she owned started going south. We're going broke, had no money. It was no longer the life I used to know. The guy she was with, I never really got along with, uprooted us for Washington. I felt my world just kind of shake a little bit because I had the option to stay with my father, but I primarily lived with my mother and my sister. I didn't think that I could function properly without having them both in my life. So I chose to go with them. We took all of our stuff and what we couldn't sell off, we left on the front lawn. I think it was just a straight drive from Fresno, California to Spokane, Washington. We lived there for a couple months. I attended like 4 different schools in that time period.
She never got to experience a full curriculum anywhere. It was like, I just made friends, I just felt happy, I just knew my teachers, and now I'm going to be ripped away and have to move to yet another school. There was abuse and unhappiness and awfulness at home. It was really, really hard for her.
And then one day, while my mother's boyfriend was at work, we actually got help from his family, like $100 in gas money, to pack up everything and try to go all the way back to California. We had this old Explorer and it didn't handle the mountains too well. So we got to about Eugene and we didn't really leave after that.
Mom found a place to stay, had a stable job, got out of a bad relationship, and her and her siblings have just thrived here.
In my lifetime, I've attended 11 different schools. And because I moved schools so much, I didn't grow bonds with children my age very well. I've always been closer to administrators and teachers. Honestly, I don't think I cared much about school during 8th grade year. And then when I came to North, got into the AVID program, and everything we did in that class was structured around being a good student and how your grades then matter now.
Freshman and sophomore year, she tended to doubt herself a lot. And what I find in my role as AVID teacher is to help kids get beyond my classroom. And as she started working more closely with our teachers, she began to be willing to take more risks.
One of the things that I think has helped her thrive is the high expectations that she sets for herself, choosing to take IB classes, taking this incredible internship this summer at the U of O.
Visiting her this summer in her lab, it was just so amazing to see her in that element. She really began envisioning herself becoming a scientist.
I want to go into mechanical engineering and optical physics. Optical physics is light manipulation, and mechanical engineering is the hardware that goes on with equipment. When you don't have a lot of role models, it's kind of inspiring to maybe be the first person to do something cool.
The Beat the Odds scholarship is going to be huge, and then I think it's also given her the confidence and the inspiration to keep applying for other scholarships.
What I love about her is her tenaciousness. I get a sense from her of that constant moving forward.
Movement is my everything right now. And when bad things happen, it's just so much easier to be happy and just move past it and try to be better.